Alright guys, so we're back here today with another video. This is part 2 from earlier today. We're going to handicap the last 4 races for another pick 4 ticket. If you was with me earlier, we placed a pick 4 for races 2 to 5. It didn't hit. We got bounced out of the first leg, but we did play a pick 3 after that, and it did net us a positive gain. It paid $58. I only played it for $18. I thought about playing it for $36. That would have netted a 116. But nonetheless, we'll take the small win and we'll put that into this late pick 4. So here we go. I already pre-handicapped it, like I said before. So I'm gonna just play it out. I'll give you guys how I think it'll play out and give you my picks and my pick 4 towards the end. We're about 30 minutes from post time, so I'm gonna try to make this video quick and get through it. So there was a lot of horses in this pick 4, so it may pay actually today. Hopefully we get a couple prices in as well. So let's jump right into it. We have race 8, a 6 furlong on the dirt, claiming 12.5. This is for 3-year-olds or fillies and mares which have never won 9 winners or 2. And in this race we went with the 5 horse, who we thought was the best horse in the field. He's on a 3-race win streak. That's pretty tough to do, to win 4 in a row, but this field was kind of weak, I believe it was. So we have a couple horses jumping up in class, dropping in class. He's one that's jumping up in class off of a claim. You get Edgar Zayas that jumps off of him, but he draws Sammy Camacho, a hot jockey. We're going to make him our top pick, along with the 7 and the 8, who should show speed in here. And we're going to include the 10 horse as well as a long shot play. How I see this race playing out, I see the 4 and the 8 to possibly get out there on the lead together, along with the 7 and the 5 to lay close. And I also believe the 11 horse in here, who Edgar Zayas jumps on, who jumps off of the 5, I believe he'll show some speed today as well. So we have speed from the 4, the 8, and the 11 most likely, with the 5 and the 7 to lay close, along with the 10. And we included the 5, 7, 8, and 10 on our ticket to start the late pick 4. As we mentioned, because of some of the jockey movements in here and just the class. The 8 shows a lot of class in here, and as well as the 7, who's has been competitive at this group. Hasn't won since his 2-year-old campaign. We don't like that. He's 5-2, so we're going to try to beat him, as I believe he's the morning line favorite. So we're going to go with the 5, the 7, and the 10 once again. So let's jump into the next race. We have race number 9. We have a 7.5 furlong distance on the turf. It's for an allowance optional claiming, stake bred, first level allowance. In this race, we figured to go 3 deep. We did go with the 3 short prices. They look like to be the class of the field, the ones that are going to be finishing in the race. Going 7.5 furlongs on the turf is actually a 2-turn race, so you have to have finish and you want to be competitive at the level. And that's what the 6, the 8, and the 12 represent. They don't show much speed, but they are all 3 are tactical and should lay close. Hopefully, the 3 and the 5 or long shots that should show the most speed in this field. The 3 horse, however, is a 3-year-old that is stretching out. Hasn't had a workout since his maiden breaking career victory. We don't like betting that angle. We're going to bet that he's not fit enough, or she's not fit enough to run well. This is a filly taking on mares. The 5 horse, he should show speed as well with Amicia Jaramillo, but we're going to gamble that he's just not good enough to stick around. He's coming off a long layoff. Last time he's faced this competition twice before, he's came 7 beating 9 lengths, 7 beating 6 lengths. So I'm going to bet he's not fit enough to hang around with this group. And that leaves us with the 6, 8, and 12 to come out of this race for our pick 4 ticket. Right now, let's dive into race number 10. We have a handicap race, basically a stakes race. It's a highlight of the card. 7-horse field. We went with the 7, the 3-horse as our long shot play, and the 5-horse. 5-horse should be the class of the field. Sammy Camacho's aboard. Should be able to do what he wants to do if he wants to get the lead. There's not much pace in this race. He probably is going to lay close. The 4-horse is going to show good speed, along with the 7. So the 1 and the 5. The 1 is a winner at this condition already. Last time out, the 1 won at this level. It's a $60,000 handicap race. He won by a head. Reason we're including the 3, he has back class as a 3-year-old. Was on a Kentucky Derby trail. He faced the 7 and the 4 last time out. Was the favorite that day. Was beaten by the 7. But this horse, As Blinker, sports a bullet workout coming out of that off the July 4th race. And we're going to gamble that the 7 and the 4, I just don't think they're classy enough. They won that last race last time out. But this jockey jumps off, even though Rajiv Mirage Sticks is the veteran rider. Ramsey Mirage jumps off and rides to 6. So that's a little bit of a question mark. The 3-horse, like I said, was on the Kentucky Derby trail. Sports a little class, 8-1 As Blinkers. Hopefully he shows a little bit more speed and goes up with the leaders. But we're going to make the 5 probably our top pick along with the 1. But in that race for the pick 4, we're including the 1, 3, and 5. So that leaves us to go 2 deep in this last race. This last race could, it's very weak. Wouldn't be surprised me if anything crazy happens. But luckily we have a first-time starter in here who sports a bullet workout on February the 23rd. We like seeing that. We don't like betting first-time starters for the tag per se, but he draws Sammy Camacho, hot jockey, aggressive jockey, and a 5 furlong sprint. This race has no speed. A lot of these horses debut for 2 turns. The 1 horse is possibly a player in here, but he scratched last time out on July the 1st, and that was a weaker field that he would be facing today, and this is a weak field. So if he shows speed, hopefully he doesn't show any speed today. He hasn't shown any speed in his 5 furlong races, so hopefully he doesn't show any today. The rest of these are weak, not even worth mentioning. Their form is just awful. The 8 is a long shot play possibly, but he's a debut router. Adding with blinkers, shouldn't show any speed. 9 horses, form is terrible. 11 horse was scratch, was another first time starter. We have the 10 horse, who's Louisiana bred, terrible form. And we're also going to, and here's your favorite, the 12 who we're going to include has a back class, been facing $25,000 maiden claimers for most of his career. Dropped last time out, was taken off of the turf. We're going to make an excuse that day, bring him back. Hopefully he runs better. Hopefully he breaks well from that outside post. He's going to be your favorite, heavy favorite. And that concludes the pick 4 ticket. So as we mentioned, we're going to play it for $36. Going back to the first race, I believe we're going to go 4 deep. Yeah, 4 deep with the 5, 7, 8, and 10. And then we have the 9th race. We're going to go 6, 8, 12. And then we have the 10th race that we're going to go 1, 3, 5. And then the last race, of course, we have the 3 and the 12. Hopefully the first time starter breaks well with Sammy Camacho. So that's the late pick 4 ticket for the day. Hopefully I can get this up before the race starts. It starts in about 15 or 20 minutes or so. So hopefully it gets uploaded quickly. And I'll see you guys in the next video.